Let's look at exercise 8 from section 8.1, and we want to solve the quadratic equation by using the square root property. Notice that this equation is x squared plus 225 equals 0, and we're told to simplify our answer, type an exact answer, use radicals as needed, express complex numbers in terms of I, and use a comma to separate answers as needed. Okay, so those are the things we need to keep in mind as we solve the equation. So, just as we said before, when we're solving x squared plus 225 equal to 0 using the square root property, we want to isolate what we're squaring on one side of the equation, and we want to get the constant on the other side of the equation. So this becomes x squared equals negative 225. And remember that the square root property tells me that I can lose this exponent of 2 on the left if I apply plus or minus square root to what is on the right side of the equation. And that happens to be negative 225. So when we take a square root of a negative, we will be using the complex unit I. So this is plus or minus the square root of 225 times the square root of negative 1. And remember, the square root of negative 1 equals I. So that's our complex unit. That's the foundation of the complex numbers. Well, the square root of 225 is 15. So our solution is plus or minus 15, and the square root of negative 1 is I. So plus or minus 15i. And in my math lab, you will need to fill these numbers into the solution set. So the solution set is the set that contains a negative 15i and a positive 15i. And those will be separated by a comma. Alright, so sometimes our square root is applied to a negative number. When that happens, we're going to have an I in our final answer.